Hey guys, it's Woody, and welcome to Mail Monday, a weekly series that's not so much about the gameplay, but instead is about your questions and my answers to them. This is Trials HD. I wanted to try something a little bit different. I've never played this game before, so you're going to see some lousy skills, but it's still fun to watch. Let's get started. Scared Mail Monday. So I'll get straight to the point. I'm 23 and I just learned how to drive a clutch. I've had autos my whole life, and here's the thing. I bought a new car to force myself how to learn to drive clutch. Clutch is standard or stick shift or manual or whatever they call it in your area. Straight drive. I'm pretty good at it until I have to start up a hill. I know this isn't the average problem, but I have this panic and I stall every time. It has nothing to do with needing practice because I've taken the car and put it on a hill, stopping and starting over and over to learn how. I stall simply for fear of rolling back and hitting somewhere else. Here's the kicker. I have a date Friday night and it would be such a fail to stall with her in my car. Normally I face my fears and overcome them, but this one's getting the best of me. What should I do? P.S. I noticed you have a clutch in your truck in your vlog today, which is why I think you might be able to help. Thanks for any advice. Postscript, I will update you if your stick advice gets my stick some clutch, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I think I get it. Alright, let's go. Alright, I picked this question not for the stick shift thing. It's a small problem that really you can just work right past. I picked it because of its category. A small problem that you can really work right past. You know, I get letters all the time from people saying, hey Woody, I have this tiny little lisp and I'm not sure how I'm going to face the world. Or Woody, I have a pimple and I don't know what to do about that. Or whatever, you know, and it's like, man, you get to set the tone on how other people respond to your little problems. This is me talking, I have a twitch on my face that gets worse when I'm tired. I also have a podcast where 10 to 15,000 people at max will tune into this thing. And as many as 800,000 people watch it after the fact, more normally 1 or 200,000. But I'm sitting there twitching on this podcast that goes until midnight, you know, on every Thursday. And, you know, that sort of thing, it's like, yeah, but, you know, and I see the comments, but I get to sort of set this tone. If I say it's no big deal, then other people say it's no big deal, and we all move past it together. You, with your stick shift, you know, when you've got these issues that you want to work through, just laugh it off. You know, if you can't find it, grind it, whatever, you know, is your problem, a little stall, just smile and tell her you're working it out. It's no big deal, and it will be no big deal to her too if you treat it as such. And that's true with all these problems in this category. What you might think is this gigantic personal failing is something everyone else is more than ready to overlook. Do girls masturbate? So, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and she said she would never look at another man naked and that she never masturbated before. So I guess my question is, do girls masturbate or watch porn? Yes, they do. They do. And I looked up some numbers so I wouldn't just be guessing, and I found different studies where in one, 56% of the girls admitted to it, and in another, 75% did. And I'm going to say those numbers are pretty much in touch with what I expected to find. A little more than half, but not necessarily at the same rate, which I'm guessing is like 99.9 for guys. So if she says that she doesn't, I think we can believe that that maybe she just doesn't. Or depending on how old you are, maybe she just hasn't yet. But I wouldn't necessarily brand her as a liar because, you know, there's a good percentage of girls that don't. How do I get my parents to be less involved? They always need to know every detail of everything like they don't trust me. I've never done anything wrong that would break their trust, yet they still must know every single detail. I'm 16, by the way. Like at work, my manager's being a jerk and scheduling me on days that I can't work because of school. I'm dealing with it. My parents want to know every detail and they want to help me out. I know they're doing it out of the goodness of their heart, but I want to be mature and I want to handle it myself without my parents' help. Like, what would I have to do in the future when they aren't there? I want to grow up and I want to be able to do it on my own and not need my mom to come save me. They've raised me well and they aren't letting me grow up. They want me to stay their little baby and not do anything on their own. I have an older brother. Any help would be amazing. I really don't know what to do. I've been on both sides of this. Heck, just last weekend, my daughter was in a fencing tournament. And before each bout, they have to like hook up these wires and do their thing. And, you know, it's my temptation, I didn't do it, to go out there and help. You know, help so that I can, you know, hook up the wires. They're behind her. It looks like she's struggling and I want to be there and give her a hand. But that's the wrong thing to do as a parent. So I sat there and, you know, stayed back. As a teenager, something you can do that will dramatically increase your odds of being successful in this thing is to make your arguments calmly. When teenagers have impassioned speeches, I'm old enough, stop it, they don't seem old enough to their parents. But if you just sort of settle down and say, hey, look, I got this. This is my job. It's my boss. I know how to work with him. And, you know, this is the kind of experience I want to gain on my own. And then I guarantee you, your parents are just going to put their hands up in that, look, we got a badass here pose, and chill. They're going to back off a little bit. And if you do this on a regular basis, if you do this enough, then, you know, they'll start to realize that, yes, indeed, you know, you're capable of dealing with your own problems. And then you'll get the space that you're looking for. You know, kudos to you for looks like you're growing up right. My problem is most of the guys on my high school lacrosse team are complete douchebags. I've been playing for almost 5 years and they never listen to what I have to say. They're constantly putting me down as well. Last year, one of the kids took my stick and changed the strings on one side to ruin it until I could redo it, which took about a month for the strings to arrive. It made me look like crap on the field, and the guys on the team have almost ruined my self-confidence. The day after practice, one of the kids talked all day during school about how he shut me down and stopped me all day. It's total bullshit. I thought about fighting him in school, and I could easily take him, but I don't want to get kicked out of school, which would result in me losing the chance to play. What do I do, Woody? Look, I like the idea of beating up someone who has it coming as much as anybody. Not everyone's wired that way, but I am. But it's not going to help you. If your ultimate goal is popularity in this group dynamic, then you're not going to get it by beating up one of the members of that group. That's just the deal. So let's talk about what is happening here. Here's what I'm reading into this letter. You're a good player, you care about the team, but maybe you've got a little bit too much leadership in you, or they're just not ready to accept it. I've had that same personality flaw in different social situations too. And now, every minor little thing, every time you even suggest an idea, they take this little thing and match it up against their preconceived notion of some sort of flaw in you and make a mountain out of a molehill in it. So, where do we go from here? If you want success in a group dynamic, one, you have to absolutely stop reinforcing whatever issue it is they have with you. If that issue with you is like, oh, he thinks he's so good, then, you know, I think you're going to have to take humility to the next level so that, you know, they just, all right, yeah, he's giving us no reinforcing data on this notion that he lacks humility. And then, you know, just smile and treat your teammates well and have a good time with them and start making these deposits in the emotional bank account that you need to make so that you can, you know, move past this. And it is possible, but you're in a hole, man. You know, when 6 people decide something sucks, then convincing them all that they were wrong in the first place is going to take some time. But I wish you luck, man. It's obvious that lacrosse is important to you. So, you know, don't reinforce their whatever negative stereotype they have about you, and best of luck. Dear Woody, I'm 27 years old and recently I was having sex with my girl. The only problem is that my horse didn't have any giddy up, if you know what I mean. I've taken Viagra before. I don't want to use it again because the last time I used it I had to go to the hospital. So do you know any way I might be able to get the rooster crowing again? Any response that would be nice? Thank you. Love your channel. I couldn't pass this one up because of the imagery. No, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I know this much. If you're getting wood when you wake up or at night or whatever, it's not a physical problem. It's a mental problem. If you're not, you know, having this sort of thing go on during the night, then you need to see a doctor who can help you with whatever circulation issues you're having. That's where I would get started. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like. If you're new around here and you want to see more, click subscribe in the top right. Here's 2 videos you may have missed, both pretty good actually, and have a good day.